A massive new patch update is now available for WWE 2K24, with this update set to add several new entrance and victory motions, as well as containing some major bug fixes. Plus, we also have details on new content coming with the ECW DLC and new Persona cards in MyFaction. Before we get into any of that though, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest updates on WWE 2K24, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future updates. So let's take a look at this new update, as the new patch, which is patch 1.08, contains a lengthy list of fixes as well as the addition of some brand new content. On that note, let's start with the new content that's included in the patch, as according to the patch notes, the 1.08 update contains several new entrance and victory motions, with the first of these seeing new singles motions for Gallus members Wolfgang and Mark Coffey. Prior to the patch, all three members of Gallus used the Joe Coffey motion for their entrance and victory scenes, though thanks to the new update, all members now come with their own motions. Also receiving new motions are several tag teams, as we have a new non-title entrance for the team of Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, a non-title entrance for Alba Fyre and Isla, and a non-title entrance for Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. So that's the new content that's been included in the patch. Next though, let's take a look at some of the changes and the updates, starting with the general updates, which as usual list several stability improvements, which is things like server maintenance, balancing, etc. Moving on to the audio updates, the patch notes confirm that the ring announcer selection is now available in universe mode. As while the ring announcer option was added in the previous patch update, it was only available in exhibition, and that led to a lot of complaints from universe mode players, so it's good to see that 2K have listened to that feedback and added the option in universe. Another change that impacts universe mode is listed under create an entrance, create a victory and create a superstar, as the patch notes state that when saving cast, entrance or victory, a prompt will now be displayed to allow players to also save the changes to universe mode rather than have to edit those motions within the mode itself. As for fixes that are specific to universe mode, the patch notes include an update that addresses reported concerns with players being able to select superstars not assigned to the current show. The wording on this one isn't entirely clear, as the main problem with universe mode was that the game was auto-booking matches with stars from other brands, though reading the patch notes, it sounds like players won't be able to set up matches with anyone that's not assigned to the current show, which would mean that you won't be able to do cross-branded matches or set up a one-off match with someone who isn't assigned, so that's something I think we need a little bit of clarification on once the patch drops. As for the changes to universe mode, the patch notes also list addressed reported concerns with the match table and match generation, as well as various stability improvements. Moving on to the presentation updates, we have improvements to Super Finisher visual effects timing, addressed a reported concern where the user interface was obscured in ladder matches, and improved the trigger timing for the blackout payback. In the creation suite, we're starting with Create an Arena, where the first change notes that custom arenas with Raw, Smack in capitals, or NXT in their name will brand the referee appropriately, which would suggest that the game will automatically assign the appropriate referee when saving an arena and then choosing to create a show. Also listed, we have word that the SmackDown movie is now named correctly, we have a fix to the video billboard losing its customizations, and we have a new update that allows players to customize parts with LED displays while the display is active, though it does note that the display will temporarily turn off and then turn back on after applying the customization. Over in Create a Superstar, we have two fixes listed, with these including the colourless emboss setting now saving correctly and logos no longer shrinking when editing the first colour. Moving on to the Deletion Utility, we have a pretty major fix here, as the patch notes confirm that the custom image category now displays the current utilisation of space specific to custom images. This change is a fix for the image memory limit error that would appear when attempting to download content from community creations, as the game contained a bug whereby it wasn't calculating the image size correctly, and because of that, even though players were below the memory limit, the game would throw up a memory error and stop players from downloading any more images. Based on the patch notes, this problem should now be fixed, though if you do see the error pop up, it might be worth taking this time to use the Deletion Utility and remove any unused images, as that'll force the game to recalculate the image size. Moving over to MyFaction, we don't have any specific updates here, as the only change listed is various improvements, so that one will keep us guessing. The online updates are a similar story, as the patch notes list stability improvements, but there's no word on what those improvements are, as I know there were problems with matches disconnecting when using resiliency, but we'll have to wait and see if that's fixed once the patch is out. As for MyRise, Xbox players will be glad to know that the patch update contains a fix for the achievements not unlocking when completing the mode, as there was a lot of players that finished MyRise and didn't get the achievement, though according to the patch notes, that should now be fixed. So that's all the updates that were listed in the patch notes for version 1.08, however there is some additional content coming that wasn't noted in the patch notes, though some of it may be DLC. This new content was confirmed during Raw, as a new trailer aired promoting the upcoming ECW Punk Pack DLC, and in this trailer we got a shot of Terry Funk holding a brand new barbed wire baseball bat. Given that the bat was shown off as part of the DLC trailer, it's likely that this will be DLC content, potentially as a unique weapon for Terry Funk, similar to how LA Knight will pull out the microphone or how Zelina pulls out the shankler, though it is possible that we could see the weapon also added to the weapon wheel. The end of the DLC trailer also confirmed some new content that's coming to the base game, though it comes via MyFaction, as the trailer confirmed a new version of Roman Reigns wearing the 1000 Days tracksuit, and that's being added as a persona card, which once unlocked will unlock the model for use in other modes. According to the text that was shown on the screen, to unlock Roman, players will have to complete a new live event challenge that's taking place between May 18th and May 24th. However, in order to complete the challenge, you will need to have the Amethyst Sami Zayn card, which is featured in the upcoming Punches and Promos card pack. Similarly, for players that want to unlock the Hulk Hogan Action Figure, that too is also coming to MyFaction as a live event reward. However, to unlock that card, you'll need the Sapphire Hulk Hogan card that's featured in the Legend packs. If you managed to pull the Hulk Hogan card already, then the Hogan event begins tomorrow, and it features a one-on-one match against Shinsuke Nakamura, which if you win it, then you'll unlock the Hulk Hogan Action Figure. If you haven't got the Hogan card, the best way to obtain it is through the card market, as you can purchase the Hogan card for 68,250 MyFaction points or 52,668 VC, which is probably the easiest way to get the card, as pulling it in packs is pretty rare. One thing I will point out though is that the Hogan Action Figure card that's shown in the live event reward doesn't include a persona icon, so it's possible that the live event version may only unlock in MyFaction, whereas buying the physical action figure will also unlock it in exhibition, so bear that in mind before you spend any points or VC. So that's all the updates from the patch and the new trailer announcements, but stay tuned to the channel later today for more on the new changes, as well as full coverage of the ECW Punk Pack tomorrow. Until then though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.